Hey there, single Pringles! Are you tired of swiping left, right, and diagonally on dating apps with no luck? Like seriously, my thumbs are cramping, and my faith in humanity is hanging on by a thread thinner than my patience for bad date conversations. Well, dry those tears because Auntie Kinda is here to the rescue. Today, we're diving into the top 10 cities in America where single people thrive. According to this very scientific article I found while procrastinating on a dating app, don't judge, these cities are packed with singles just like you. We're talking more fish in the sea than there are bad pickup lines on Tinder. And trust me, I've heard them all. So grab your wine, your cat, and your questionable dating standards. No judgment here, we've all been there. Because things are about to get real. Lay single. Get ready to say goodbye to those lonely nights of binge-watching rom-coms, and hello to a city where being single is basically a badge of honor. It's like a giant party and everyone's invited. Except maybe Cupid. He seems to have lost his way. Let's get started. Coming in at number 10, we have Atlanta, Georgia. Y'all, home of peaches so juicy you'll need a bib, sweet tea that'll make your grandma proud, and enough single people to make your head spin faster than a Beyoncé concert. Seriously, Atlanta is like the land of the free and the home of the single Pringles. Now, I know what you're thinking. Kinda, why Atlanta? Well, my single friends, Atlanta is where Southern charm meets awkward first dates at Waffle House at 2 a.m. Imagine this. You're on a date, the conversation is flowing smoother than that sweet tea, and then, bam! They hit you with the, I gotta go right after the third waffle. Ghosting? In this economy, it's brutal out here. But hey, don't let a few waffle-induced disappearances scare you off. Atlanta is also a city that knows how to have a good time. Think rooftop bars with skyline views, music festivals that'll make your ears sing, and enough fried chicken to satisfy even the pickiest eater. Next up, we're heading to the mile-high city, Denver, Colorado. Get ready to trade in your stilettos for hiking boots and your cocktails for craft beer, because Denver is not for the faint of heart or lungs. This city is a haven for outdoor enthusiasts, craft beer connoisseurs, and people who love using the word stoke. Seriously, if you don't own a pair of hiking boots and a Patagonia fleece, do you even Denver? But here's the catch. Dating in Denver is like trying to find a parking spot downtown on a Friday night. Nearly impossible. Everyone's always down to grab a beer after work or hit the trails on the weekend, but actually committing to a relationship? That's where things get as tricky as navigating those Rocky Mountain trails. You see, in Denver, ghosting takes on a whole new meaning. We're not talking about disappearing after a bad date. We're talking about ditching your significant other to climb a 14er. Sorry babe, can't do date night tonight, the mountains are calling. But hey, if you're someone who loves the great outdoors, appreciates a good craft brew, and isn't afraid of a little competition, because let's be real, the dating pool in Denver is fierce, then this city might just be your soulmate. Just remember to pack your patience, your sense of adventure, and maybe an extra inhaler for those high-altitude encounters. Coming in at number 8, we have Seattle, Washington. Land of perpetual drizzle, coffee stronger than your ex's hold on you, and enough flannel shirts to clothe a small country. Seattle is like that moody, introspective friend we all have. You know, the one who's always listening to Bon Iver and staring wistfully out the window? Yeah, that's Seattle. Now don't get me wrong, Seattle is a cool city. It's got a vibrant arts and culture scene, stunning natural beauty, and more coffee shops than you can shake a reusable straw at. But dating in Seattle? Well, let's just say it's as unpredictable as the weather. Imagine this. You're on a date, the conversation is flowing smoother than a freshly poured latte art, and then, BAM! They hit you with the, I'm just really passionate about my indie playlist right now. Cue the awkward silence and the desperate urge to fake a coffee allergy. Look, Seattleites are known for being a little emotionally reserved. They're more likely to express their feelings through interpretive dance or a brooding Instagram post than they are through actual words. Yeehaw! Coming in at number 7, we have Austin, Texas, the live music capital of the world, the land of breakfast tacos, and the place where dating is as unpredictable as a game of Texas Hold'em. Austin is a city that prides itself on its weirdness. We're talking about a place where you can see a man playing a saw like a musical instrument, eat a breakfast taco bigger than your head, and stumble upon a music festival in a parking lot. It's a city that marches to the beat of its own drum. Or should I say banjo? But here's the thing about dating in Austin. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. That's on fire. During South by Southwest, everyone is young, attractive, and seemingly allergic to commitment. It's like the Peter Pan syndrome is contagious in this town. You see, Austinites are all about living in the moment. They're more likely to invite you on a spontaneous road trip to Marfa or a last-minute concert than they are to plan a proper date. Hold on to your iPhones, folks, because we're headed to the tech capital of the world, San Francisco. Home of the Golden Gate Bridge, sourdough bread bowls, and more venture capitalists than you can shake a MacBook Pro at. San Francisco is a city of contradictions. It's a place where you can find million-dollar Victorian homes next to dive bars, where you can order a $10 avocado toast and then wait in line for an hour for a free burrito from a food truck. It's a city that's both exhilarating and exhausting, innovative and infuriating. And the dating scene? Well, it's basically a microcosm of the city itself. Imagine this. You're on a date with a tech bro who's more interested in checking his crypto portfolio than he is in getting to know you. He's wearing a Patagonia vest, talking about his latest coding project, and casually drops that he's between seed rounds. You're not sure what any of it means, but you're pretty sure you can't afford to date him anyway. Look, dating in San Francisco is like trying to hail a cab during rush hour. Everyone's in a hurry, they're all going in different directions, and you're probably going to get passed over for someone who's willing to pay more. Hola, mi amigos! Get ready to turn up the heat because we're headed to Miami, Florida. Land of sunshine, beaches that seem to stretch on forever, and enough nightclubs to keep you dancing till dawn. Miami is like that friend who's always the life of the party. They're loud, they're flashy, and they always know how to have a good time. But here's the thing about dating in Miami. It's like trying to find a parking spot on South Beach on a Saturday night. Nearly impossible, and probably going to involve a lot of circling around. Everyone is beautiful, they're all dressed to impress, and they're all looking for a good time. But not necessarily a long time. Imagine this. You're on a date with someone who looks like they just stepped out of a Pitbull music video. They're charming, they're funny, and they're already planning your next date, which just so happens to be a pool party with their entire entourage. You're not sure if you're dating them or their entire social media following, but hey, at least the mojitos are strong. Look, Miami is a city that lives in the moment. It's all about enjoying the sunshine, the nightlife, and the company of beautiful people. Get ready to hail a cab and grab a slice of pizza because we're headed to the city that never sleeps, New York City, home of Broadway, bagels that will change your life, and enough ambition to power a small country. New York City is a city of endless possibilities. It's a place where you can be whoever you want to be, do whatever you want to do, and date whoever you want to date. Or at least, that's what they tell you. Imagine this. You're on a date with someone who's more interested in their Instagram feed than they are in you. They're constantly checking their phone, taking selfies with their food, and talking about their latest side hustle. You're not sure if you're on a date or a networking event, but hey, at least the pizza is good. Look, dating in New York City is like trying to find an affordable apartment in Manhattan. It's a competitive sport, it's exhausting, and you're probably going to end up settling for something that's not quite right. But hey, if you're someone who thrives in a fast-paced environment, loves to be surrounded by culture and excitement, and isn't afraid of a little or a lot of rejection, then New York City might just be the place for you. Just be prepared for a lot of first dates, even more ghosting, and enough dating app fatigue to last you a lifetime. Hello from La La Land. Get ready for your close-up because we're headed to Los Angeles, California, the land of sunshine, celebrity sightings, and enough green juice to fuel a small army. Los Angeles is a city of dreams. It's a place where everyone is beautiful, everyone is working on their screenplay, and everyone is just one audition away from becoming a star. Or at least, that's what they tell you. Imagine this. You're on a date with someone who's more interested in name-dropping their famous friends than they are in getting to know you. They're constantly checking their reflection in their oversized sunglasses, talking about their latest pilot season, and casually dropping that they're friends with a producer. You're not sure if they're actually interested in you or just trying to boost their IMDb page. But hey, at least the weather is nice. Look, dating in Los Angeles is like trying to navigate the 405 freeway during rush hour. It's a nightmare. It's unpredictable. And you're probably going to end up getting cut off by someone driving a convertible Porsche. But hey, if you're someone who loves sunshine, thrives in a competitive environment, and doesn't mind dating someone who's always chasing their next big break, then Los Angeles might just be the place for you. Hold on to your hats and your appetites, because we're headed to the windy city Chicago, home of deep dish pizza, die-hard sports fans, and winters so cold they could freeze your heart and your dating life. Chicago is a city of grit and determination. It's a place where people work hard, play hard, and aren't afraid to tell you what they think, especially when it comes to their beloved Cubs or Bears. Imagine this. You're on a date with someone who's more interested in watching the game than they are in talking to you. They're constantly checking the score, yelling at the TV, and high-fiving strangers wearing the same jersey. You're not sure if you're on a date or at a sports bar, but hey, at least the pizza is good, and by good I mean deep dish, obviously. Look, dating in Chicago is like trying to navigate the city during a snowstorm. It's challenging, it's unpredictable, and you're probably going to end up slipping on some ice, metaphorically speaking of course, or maybe literally depending on the time of year. But hey, If you're someone who loves a good time, thrives in a city with a strong sense of community, and doesn't mind dating someone who's a little bit rough around the edges, and by rough around the edges, I mean they might wear shorts in sub-zero temperatures, then Chicago might just be the place for you. Viva Las Vegas! Get ready to roll the dice and let the good times roll because we're headed to Sin City, land of casinos, all-you-can-eat buffets, and enough neon lights to illuminate the entire state of Nevada. Las Vegas is a city of excess. It's a place where you can get married by Elvis, lose your life savings, and maybe even your dignity, at the roulette table, and party like there's no tomorrow. Because let's be real, in Vegas, there might not be. Imagine this, you're on a date with someone who's more interested in playing the slots than they are in getting to know you. They're constantly feeding money into the machine, cheering at the flashing lights, and ignoring your attempts at conversation. You're not sure if you're on a date or just a human good luck charm, but hey, at least the drinks are free, as long as you keep gambling. Look, dating in Las Vegas is like trying to win big at the casino. The odds are stacked against you, but hey, you never know, you might just get lucky. But hey, if you're someone who loves to party, thrives in a city that never sleeps, seriously, they don't even have clocks in casinos, and isn't looking for anything serious, unless you count a shotgun wedding at the Little White Chapel as serious, then Las Vegas might just be the place for you. So there you have it, the top 10 cities for single people in America. Whether you're into tacos, tech bros, or just being single AF, these cities have something for everyone. Just remember to pack your patience, your sense of humor, and maybe a few extra phone chargers, because let's be real, dating app fatigue is real. Now tell me in the comments, which city would you move to for love? And what's the most ridiculous thing you've done on a date? Don't be shy, I've probably done worse. Let's hear it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss a tip from your favorite, slightly unhinged single. Until next time, stay single, stay fabulous, and keep swiping.